what's up and welcome back to my channel. So if you've been following the university vlogs I've been doing lately, you'll know I've finally returned back to campus after being at home for 6 months, and since then I've kind of turned into the queen of study spaces. Like, no joke. If you're watching this and you also study at NTU as well, if you were to walk around city campus or the SU around the times of 9 till 12 or 1 till 4, there is a high chance you will probably find me. Like, I might as well change my term time address to Boots Library because I'm practically always there. So in today's video I'm going to be going through all of my top tips that I've discovered along the way on how to get the most out of your study space, whether that's at the university library, student union, cafe, wherever. So if you're looking forward to today's study tips, go click that like button right now. If you enjoy my channel and really want to see me gain a lot more subs but don't know how to help me, that's what you can do. It only takes 2 seconds to click that like button. Also, if you're new here, you might as well go click that subscribe button right now because we've got a bit of university advice, vlogs, psychology content, lifestyle, the lot. So you don't want to miss out. Before we get into the main bulk of the video, first, thank you so much to Amber Student for sponsoring this video. Amber Student is a platform through which students can book accommodations near their universities. As Southeast Asia's largest student accommodation provider, they currently operate in over 100 plus cities across the UK, Europe, Australia and even the US. If you're worried about having a stressful booking experience, don't worry. Amber Student are here to make it as seamless as possible with 3 easy steps. Number 1, students can choose from a wide range of options depending on their preferences, including low to high budget options and flexibility in size/occupancy. So if you're looking for twin shared, studio, ensuite, they've got you covered. Number 2, they provide students with round-the-clock free and personalised assistance each step of the way. A great example of this is the COVID-19 policy, which offers free cancellations and relief from visa-related uncertainties. So no visa, no pay. Number 3, not only will Amber Students executives take you every step of the way, but they will also take care of all the brain-numbing, stressful paperwork and even offer live viewing sessions so students can always find out more about their home before they move in. So if you are interested in checking out Amber Students' accommodation platform, they are actually offering all of my lovely subscribers £10 off your booking if you click the link in the description box below. But other than that, I think we've got some study tips to talk about, so let's go. So my first tip for today on how to utilise study spaces is to keep up to date with what rooms and study spaces are available. So if you're a loyal subscriber and you also go to Nottingham Trent University like myself, you will know that NTU not only let us use things like the library or the SU to study in, but they also let us have access to seminar rooms around campus. These seminar rooms tend to be a lot less popular than places such as the library or the SU, so they will be a lot quieter. You'll find most of the time that a lot of university students don't actually know all of the rooms on offer to them as study spaces, so it's always great to check on places such as the university's website, as you might as well get your worth out of that £9 grand you're paying. Every university is bound to be different, but if your university also lets you access seminar rooms as study spaces, chances are you will have to book them, so just bear that in mind if you are planning to use them. Which leads me on to my next point, that most study spaces will ask you to book a slot. However, this isn't always the case for buildings such as cafes or even places such as the SU. So if you can't book and you want to use a study space, make sure you get there early. I know this sounds like a given, but not only will you be able to ensure you definitely get a spot, because some of these places can be very, very popular and busy, but this is a really good tip if you're one of those people like myself where you don't like sitting in the middle of the room and you prefer to be given the choice to be able to sit in a corner. Speaking of sitting in corners, my next tip is if you're able to, make sure you sit in them, because quiet corners are great if you want to get the most out of a study space. Also avoid sitting near toilets or entrances of buildings, or you'll probably get distracted. Sometimes it can get really lonely sitting by yourself every day, so my next tip is to bring along friends for cute study dates. As long as you're adhering to social distancing guidelines, it can be really beneficial for all of you to have group study sessions. However, try not to bring along chatty friends who will distract you. The key is to motivate each other, not distract. This might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it can be really helpful to have a friend there so you can ask them questions about any challenging assignments you're working through, or just simply as someone to motivate you, because especially in this period of exam season, it can be really hard to knuckle down and focus and have that self-motivation to get through that work. So it can be really helpful at times just to have that little little nudge from someone just to let you know that you're doing amazing and to keep smashing that work. So my next top tip is, if you are in a study space, make sure you're sat near power sockets. I feel like this is a no-brainer, but sometimes you might find that you'll forget to charge your laptop the night before, and if you're in the library for ages, you'll be surprised how quickly that battery dies, okay? However, not all study spaces offer power sockets, or you might find there's only like 2 in the building. So my next top tip is to invest in a portable power bank. These will honestly save your life as a student. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I've been in those moments when my phone is about to die and then I suddenly realise, oh my god, my power bank's in my bag. You can buy these on Amazon and can buy them for both iPhones and laptops. However, laptop ones will be obviously slightly more expensive because they're big boys. That's what she said. At the end of the day, power banks are just really great because you aren't confined only to the amount of time it takes for your laptop to die to complete that work you need to do. My next top tip is, when you are planning to be in the study space for like a long period of time or pretty much all day, pack or bring food and a drink. A Tesco meal deal is a shout, okay, just between you and me. It's always really good to plan ahead and pack food or nip to the shops before your study session so you don't get distracted by getting hungry or feel like you have to interrupt your study session halfway through to run to the shops. Also, it's really good to bring a snack just to motivate you. You know, bring in your favourite chocolate to incentivize yourself when you're working through a nasty essay. Never hurt anybody, okay? My next top tip on utilizing your time in a study space is to download study apps such as Forest to make sure you keep off your phone and keep studying. Woo! I know, gross, but Forest is a great example of study apps because the whole point of it is to keep the app open so you stay focused and aren't distracted by clicking off it and going onto social media. You can also have fun with it because the app grows a virtual tree while you study, and once you've finished, it's fully grown. Like I said, Forest is just one example of all the amazing study apps out there to help you focus. If you want to find out more about other study apps, I did a whole video on this where I discussed my favourite apps that I use as a university student. If you'd like to watch that video, I'll link it above. So my last tip for today is another one of those that is quite a simple one, but also is really, really effective when you do want to get the most out of a study space. And that is, when you are in a study space, listen to instrumental music or lo-fi music, or even just put headphones in with no music, because music doesn't always help everyone, and just having headphones in is a really simple way just to block out the world and reduce those noise levels while you're studying. However, as we all know, if you are one of those people that does enjoy listening to music while you study, listening to lyricless music is a really beneficial thing to do if you do want to study, because you will spend less time listening to those lyrics and singing along to them in your head and more time studying. It's also been proven through several studies that music such as lo-fi music is really good for the alpha waves in your brain, so your mental performance is increased and you're getting the most out of studying. So those are my top tips for getting the most out of your study space. You might find a lot of them are no-brainers, but a lot of students do tend to forget to do them when they are going to study spaces. But even something simple as packing food beforehand will really help you get the most out of your study session. Also, if you have any other study tips that I have not covered in this video that you'd like to share with everyone, feel free to comment them down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear them. I'm sure they'd also really help me. If you did find this video really useful, go click that like button right now so I know to make more of these videos in the future, because the more likes I get, the more I know you guys enjoy this type of content. Also, if you're new here, go click that subscribe button right now. Also, if you got to this point in the video, go comment this emoji. I'd love to know if you got this far. It really does mean the world. But other than that, I've been Gaia. This has been my top tips on how to get the most out of your study space, whether you're a university student, a sixth form student, a secondary school student. These are all tips that will help you. And I'll see you next time for more content. Bye! Oh.